Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to quickly bring high quality 3D content to the web using Needle Engine. This is our scene that we're going to bring to the browser in an efficient way. It has lots of nice materials, textures, lighting, all that. And first thing we're going to do is import the Needle Engine for Unity integration. The integration is a package that you can download from our website. So just go to needle.tools, products, Needle Engine, and select the one for Unity. We have other integrations as well, for example, into Blender, and you can use Needle Engine directly from your three.js projects as well. I'm going to click on Unity here to download the package. Now let's click here. And what we're getting is a Unity package that we can drag right into Unity. Here's a little importer, which I'm just going to say import. And after it's done, we have Needle Engine installed for Unity. You can see that if you open up the packages folder, there's going to be a new entry here for Needle Engine. The next thing we're going to do is to add Needle Engine to the scene we're currently working on. And for this, we can go to Needle Engine in the menu and select Add Needle Engine Exporter to the scene. This adds the Needle Engine component to your scene, which holds various export settings for mesh compression, texture compression, where the project is exported to, and so on. It also adds a orbit controls component on your camera so that you can directly start interacting with your scene. The next thing we're going to do is to generate a web project. Needle is a 3D engine for the web, which means that you always have a web project that contains all the things that are going to go up on your website. And you have a 3D project, for example, in Unity or Blender, where you're assembling your scene, setting up materials, and so on. And we're going to use the default settings here. There's other templates that you could choose. And if you're familiar with web development, these are all various web development frameworks like React or Next.js that you can use to build more complex user interfaces for websites and so on. Well, we're going to stick with the default one for now, and I'm going to click on Generate Project. After generating the project and waiting for a few moments, your browser should automatically open with the project. If it doesn't, you can also click on Open Server in this component to bring you to the browser. Needle is setting up a local web server on your machine so that you can directly preview your app in the browser. But for the browser, it means that it can't really verify who this website is coming from. And so it shows a warning that the connection is not fully encrypted, that the connection is not private. In this case, you can safely ignore that by going to Advanced and then proceeding. And now we already have our scene in the browser. As easy as that. From here, the workflow is very simple. We can make adjustments to our scene. For example, let's change the material color here. And when we save our scene, it's automatically exported again by Needle and brought to the browser. The website will update automatically and display your changes. And from here on, it's a very iterative workflow. You're making changes in your project as needed. You're adding components, post effects, all the things you already know. And Needle is taking care of exporting all of that information out to the web. That's it for this video. See you in the next ones.